Good evening, everybody. I'm Scott Binsack, Investigative Journalist. I'm coming live to our private MFA group. This will be posted up on YouTube as an update. I am live from Las Vegas in my suite where we have been shooting and preparing this three-part Las Vegas series, which was due to air tonight at 10 p.m. This show, we are almost finished, okay? We are almost finished. The reason for the delay, as I said yesterday in my video, is because new evidence had dumped and come out. We have been set up. I'm set up shooting. There's David over there. Say hi, David.
Hi.
This show is going to be incredible and very detailed and with a special, very, very special thing for victims as well. And so I'm asking everybody, we need about 6 hours to wrap this up. I'm not going to bed until it's done. But the delay is, and I apologize for that. As I said in my show yesterday, I might put it off, but not meaning put off the time to release it. So I'll be releasing it as soon as it is compressed and done, as soon as I am done, finished shooting it and putting it together. Because there was new information released from the warrants that were unsealed from the FBI and things of that nature. And we are going to be very, very accurate with all of this. So you will be very pleased. I can assure you, it is worth the wait. And again, I apologize for that because, but I couldn't, it's almost as if they timed it exactly to, they know my show was coming out. They know that the detail I'm about to show is very serious. And then 24 hours before we're ready to launch this, boom, some new information comes out from the dumps, pretty much just showing that Paddock was really running guns, and other people keep thinking that his girlfriend had something to do with this. No, his girlfriend was running guns with him. She knew all about it, and she was the money person pretty much. They've been putting money offshore for some time, which is part of my show, and I'll get into that with you. She was not an accomplice. She did not, Paddock was never set out to kill anybody at this event. Please remember those words, okay? In other words, the plan, that was not the plan. That was not the plan to murder these people. Paddock has no motive to murder anyone, okay? There's not one iota of a motive found anywhere. So please remember that, that Paddock had no motive to do this. And the FBI is finding themselves in a pinch right now because of even the emails that they are released and are created, or however you want to say it, or they did it. They have to put this together somehow, and I'm being told that they're going to introduce another shooter or an accomplice with Paddock. It is not his girlfriend, so to speak. Like, she's not up in the room, and she's not, and her fingerprints being on bullets. There have been no shell casings found with her fingerprints on it, by the way. That article that came out has to do with the emails that were leaked and the warrants, the warrant information. And she said to the FBI when she originally cooperated with them, and still is, that they may find her fingerprints on some of those shells. That doesn't mean her fingerprints were found on any of the shells, okay, and the like. So please, this is where people get misled by the news. People get misled by news by saying, oh my God, she had something to do with it. Just like, I could say Laura Loomer put up a thing that there was 7 cell phones and all this kind of shit. And once again, these are misleading headlines having to do with this, and she's reading some stuff off the news that came out and broke. It's very clear on those emails that it's to buy guns, and it's months before the shooting. Check out our bump stocks, check out this, all this. A lot of this sounds to me, we won't even go there right now, okay? But it is changed some things, and we are right there. I mean, we have been working very hard on this, and I need a few more hours to wrap it up, and then I will compress the video and upload it to the group first. MFA members will get it first, and then secondly, MFA TV and YouTube will get it, and you will have it. It is a very, very good show. And I think everybody will like it, and it's the first of 3. Okay, but I wanted to update everybody because we are working super hard on this. But I wanted it as accurate, all accurate in that. And like I said, I've been working on this. And when you make these type of shows, this is not just going live and doing it. This is pre-recorded. So you have to add in all your, do your edits, your cuts, your pictures, your information, your evidence, me speaking live, things of that nature. So I just wanted everybody to know, and we're not going to sleep until it's done. And the only reason for the delay was because of the new evidence that came out. And as I said, it seemed to be timed perfectly for my show that was ready to come out as part 1. So that's that. I hope everybody's well. But like I said, there's a lot going on. We had another major earthquake, another one that started out as 8 above and was downgraded. Again, volcanoes are blowing. Earthquakes are now up in the 8s, the high 7s and 8s, and you're going to see that to grow. Tsunami warnings have gone out again. Things are going to continue like this and to keep rapidly getting worse. I want to say something to everybody. For the past year, I've been talking to everybody about survival. And I said it's going to be the key to the future, okay, of people on this planet, especially in the United States. And we had this horrible false alert go out to the people in Hawaii who, thought it was their end time. People putting their children in sewer drains and things of the like, and in panic. The government should be ashamed of itself for this horrible mistake. Horrible mistake. And I got information it may not have been a mistake. So, which I'm verifying and not. So my point is, from other sources, I'm waiting. But it did open everybody's eyes as to, if you get that message that there is incoming, forget just North Korea, okay? North Korea is the least of our worries about being nuked, just so you all know. But at any time, the United States can be nuked by numerous people, from the Russians to the Chinese. I mean, people seem to forget what countries have. Pakistan, who we're in a bad relationship with. Pakistan has long-range ICBM nukes. India has them. Not that India is going to attack the United States. I'm just saying, but anybody could. Or you could have a terrorist group get a hold of something and then all of a sudden, wham. So people have started to, with this situation in Hawaii, wake up to say, oh my God, I'm not prepared. And I'm the frontier on this. I have been telling people for 12 months, and that's why we have created Survival Group. We have created our Atlas Cities, as well as anyone in Survival Group, to have escape plans, contingency, where to go, God forbid something happens, whether it be weather-related or military-related or the above. Now, these people in Hawaii, and it's going viral, to where people are scared. They say, holy shit, what am I going to do if something goes wrong or we get that alert across the emergency broadcast system? Let's just say it was that Yellowstone blew. And no one can tell me, no one knows when Yellowstone's going to blow. No one knows when Yellowstone's going to blow. No one. Okay? That's just an example. No one knows that there's when an asteroid could possibly hit this Earth and not come close, because NASA's not going to tell you. They're just going to let you know. They'll tell you like 24, minutes before it's going to hit, or 24 hours before. So many people have opened their eyes and said, you know what? Shit, what am I going to do? Where do I go? How do I protect my family? Because unlike here in the United States, our government here does not protect its citizens from nuclear fallout or catastrophic storms or terrorist attacks or the above. Okay, they just let it happen. Unlike like Russia. Russia has drills with its citizens, up to 1 million of them, bomb shelters, things of that nature, and they run them through drills, everything. Our country doesn't do that. It's the assholes at the top, the New World Order assholes and politicians at the top that have a place to go in safe underground, massive underground cities to go to, and safe places and bunkers, not the American citizens. Americans must learn that survival is key. And the first is knowing what the truth is and what is not. The second is getting your shit together and understanding and having a place to go, emergency considered, 3 escape plans, and the above. Have communications go down. Just wait. When the communications go down and they blame it on an EMP or something of that nature, and you can't communicate, and you can't contact anybody, and you don't know what's going on, just remember, when communications go down, you have no idea if the emergency broadcast system or alerts would even come on, because it would be down. Okay, the only way to communicate that way is the way we have set up with Survival Group, is through radios and satellite. People need to understand survival is key. And for a year I've been raging about it. And this horrible event that took place, could you imagine being those people? Receiving that on their cell phones, or that incoming missile? You know, what are you going to do? You got minutes left, and they're waiting. And they're waiting and waiting for a nuclear ICBM to drop. Think about what would go through your heart, what would go through your mind. What are you going to do with your kids? What are you going to do with your family? Where are you going to run and hide to? What are you going to do? And it's really the positive thing from this horrible mistake, okay, or event, because it may not have been what they say it is. It may have been done deliberate. I put nothing past our government. I put nothing past New World Order. I put nothing past the above. American people need to protect the American people, because there is a great error from our government, who's supposed to give you an early alert system of an incoming ICBM or nuclear attack or other, or a big large wave, a tsunami, anything. So if you can't rely on them, which you can't, you must rely on yourselves and a group of people that are like-minded like yourself. So just remember that. And I want you to think about, if you pick up your phone and you got to get out and something is coming your way, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Just say it. This is not a game, everybody. This is not a game. Having events of large shootings where the FBI and the government don't really give you any information, and they confiscate every tape that there is from every casino and every police camera and the like, is not an open government. Okay, this is a hiding government. Or when the FBI, head of the FBI, who specializes in, previous espionage and things of that nature as his title, stands there and watches the local sheriff, okay, talk, and watches every word that he says to make sure he doesn't say something he's not supposed to. Never looks at the news people, never looks at anything, looks directly at the sheriff. You say one word you're not supposed to, I'm jumping right in here, my man. You can see the sheriff, changes his face, very concerned, doesn't know what to say. If he says something wrong, he's going to get in trouble. Everybody's under gag orders. Everybody's here and there. This week, I've had the opportunity to even speak to more witnesses. Okay, more witnesses. And like this show, we're wrapping up. Okay, we are wrapping it up, and it would have been on time, but they dumped this material. They dumped the FBI, these warrants and things. They dumped it. They dumped the material. So 24 hours ahead of my show, they dumped the material, and I cannot finish this show or put it live without looking at what they dumped, which we've combed through, and then going and wrapping up the first episode of the 3. And I can assure you, it is worth the wait, and we're a few hours away from that. So what I'm saying is, please just give us the time tonight to get it wrapped, and we will have this up for you, and it is worth the wait. Good night, and God bless.